What's up, guys? Jason here of Auglitical, and boy, do I got a good one for you. You know, I hate when people try to like finesse you, and they basically make it seem like as though everything that's a red flag is not a red flag in front of your eyes. When you can see it, you can feel it, you know something is off, and they're like, "Oh no, everything is fine. Why are you panicking? What's the disturbance? Check this out."
Austin Grab is joining me now. Austin, I feel like a big part of the story that's either been a misconception or people are just forgetting about.
One more time. One more time.
Or people are just forgetting about is that Wood has fully transitioned into a woman and was in the woman's bathroom.
Yeah, that's right, Wale. In fact, she says she is a woman, and she really wants to drive home the fact that she transitioned over 5 years ago, and that she is a woman, and she says she's a woman. Period. And that's where it ends.
Absolutely.
That's where it ends. There's Woods. There is Woods. The transgender named Christine Woods that was at the YMCA that scared a 17-year-old young female, terrified her because she saw a man in a woman's space. So let's read on, shall we? And of course, we're pulling this off a Redux. I hope I'm not becoming a feminist because of this goddamn platform. The trans-identified male who allegedly exposed himself to a 17-year-old girl at a YMCA facility in California has stepped forward to reveal his identity in response to a January 18 rally held outside of the property. Christine Lily Rainwood, 66, addressed a crowd of counter-protesters and stated, "I'm the scary transgender woman who that crowd misidentified as a man." Now, the funny thing is, like, here's the thing. Nope, you know what? Okay, so listen, nothing wrong with them coming forward, but here's the thing. Why was it so hard to find who this person was? Because I guarantee it, if this person was somebody like a Trump supporter that did something else that was unrelated, we would know the person's parents, we would know type of breed of dog they had, we would know their school, we would know the first time that they disliked a black person, if they were black or if they was a black white supremacist, we would know everything. But when it comes down to the news, we realize that the news fails us a lot of times, or they hide identities, especially when it doesn't go with their narrative. So again, if I seen this in the man's bathroom, I would be afraid, right? Like, okay, all right. This is the equivalent of Terry Crews doing one of his drag roles, which of course they put all black men in drag roles in entertainment to buck break them. But whatever. The Santee YMCA has become the subject of international concern after clips from a January 11th city council went viral on social media. During the meeting, local teenager Rebecca Phillips became emotional as she told representatives that she had seen a nude male in the women's locker room in the YMCA. Phillips said that she was showering after her workout when she saw a naked male in the women's locker room and became emotional as she recounted her ordeal. And I don't want to read it because apparently it's right here, so we're going to look at it from right here.
Good evening, council members and residents of Santee behind me. My name is Rebecca Phillips, and I'm 17 years old. I am not a resident of Santee, but I am employed at a local restaurant, the Omelet Factory, and I work out regularly at the Santee YMCA. Just 2 weeks ago, after finishing my shift at my job, I went to the gym to swim laps. As I was showering after my workout, I saw a naked male in the women's locker room. I immediately went back into the shower, terrified, and hid behind their flimsy excuse for a curtain until he was gone. I ran into a bathroom stall to change as quickly as I could, organizing my thoughts to share with the people at the front desk. As I did so, I could only think of my 5-year-old sister, who I bring to this gym during the summer to enjoy their water slides. This is the YMCA, where hundreds of children spend their summer afternoons in child care camps. This is the YMCA where my little sister took gymnastics lessons. The locker room was supposed to be her safe haven to gossip with her friends and shower and change. When I asked the YMCA management what their policy was regarding transgenders, they confirmed that the man that I saw was indeed allowed to shower wherever he pleased. As long as you are not a red flag on Megan's Law, the California Sex Offender Registry, a grown male can shower alongside a teenage girl at your YMCA location here in Santee. I was made to feel as though I had done something wrong when I talked to people at the YMCA. Somehow, the indecent exposure of a male to a female minor was an inconvenience to them. When my dad spoke to the sheriff's office, they told him that he should never allow me to shower there ever again. The YMCA wouldn't let my father speak to the manager of the Santee branch. After waiting several days, he finally received a call from Terry Moss, who is the director of membership for San Diego County. She informed my dad that I was not in any danger at the time of the incident, that I was safe. But I ask you this, I'm assuming all of you either have a wife, a sister, daughters, or granddaughters, or are a woman yourself. Could you knowingly send an underage girl into a room where there was a naked male and say that she was not in danger, that she was safe, or more importantly, that this was right? The fact that we are now tailoring our privacy policies and bathroom laws around transgenders, ignoring the blatant threat to safety that this poses, is obscene. The safety of children, girls, is on the chopping block. And this issue is not unique to one political party. Both Democrats and Republicans whom I have shared this story with have all been equally disgusted. So I implore you all to take action. With great privilege comes great responsibility. Whether it's requiring transgenders to use the single-stall family restrooms or making them use the bathroom which aligns with their biological
Thank you. Thank you.
Did they cut her mic off early? Like, did they cut her mic off mid-sentence? That's, I find these things wild because a lot of times these people speak at these whatever meetings at these halls and shit doesn't get done, right? They literally just sit there and they let them say things like, yo, there's people dying outside. Excuse me, your time has expired. It's like, the fuck? Like, again, it couldn't be me. I need action. It couldn't be me. The video of Phillips' testimony went viral online, which led to her being invited to speak with Tucker Carlson about the incident. Yeah, you're better off talking to Tucker Carlson than anything like this, because that shit is a waste of time. That, just in my personal opinion, that shit is a waste of time. But here's the thing, right? The YMCA subscribes to that type of thing, and the only way that you're going to stop the YMCA from doing that is you got to hurt them where it matters, their pocket, right? If you don't do that, then they don't care. They'll go with the status quo because the people at the top already has the access to the money. The ones that have access to the money are going to make these rules because they know that it doesn't matter as long as they can push their narrative. That's all that matters. So they get to the top by any means necessary, and then they ruin everything for the people under them. And the businesses follow it because they're being told to. But I guarantee you their entire tune will change if when it happens to somebody close to them and some craziness happened, or you hurt them where it matters the most, their pocket. If all women stand up, this shit stops. When asked about the public response to her statement, Phillips said that the feedback she received had been largely positive and that parents and women were outraged by policies that allow men to identify into women's spaces of undress. She said that Republicans and Democrats are both bothered by this. I don't see that. I don't think that the people who align as Democrats, because they're the ones, you don't hear that from the conservative side, that, oh yeah, trans women should be in women's spaces. I think even trans people who are conservatives know better than to go into a woman's space. Like, I know that for a fact. Like, that shit is literally coming from the left. I don't see them, actual people who understand what being Democratic means, which they probably don't because a lot of them are indoctrinated. All that's coming from the left. So no, it's not an equally shared measure of disgust. Because if there was an equal measure of disgust from the left and the right, they would not be able to, the radical trans people that do that shit for attention would not be able to find a foothold when it comes down to doing what they're doing. Our efforts to cater to the rights of transgenders to express themselves are threatening my safety and my privacy, and also the safety and privacy of all other women and children who are frequenting the YMCA, she said. Though she has received some positive comments, Phillips has become target on social media for trans activist hatred. Here we go. This is my favorite part. The part of the people who sit there and say that they're all about love and acceptance, which are the most disgusting people. Let's listen to some of their things. She has been called scum, a pervert, a slew of racist slurs. You know what? Let's click on this. Before it goes down in the memory hole, these are the comments to a 17-year-old girl who was showering when a man walked in naked. She was understandably upset, understandable to most of us. Here are some of the choice replies to her. I hope this bitch dies. I'm not sorry, she's literally scum. I'd be more afraid and inconvenienced around being around her than a trans woman. That's a lie. I hate this girl. So she couldn't keep her eyes off another woman's genitals. That makes the other woman a pervert and sexual nuisance. Fuck off with these stupid fucking middle-aged Renaissance fair NPC turf fuckwits who think trans people are new. You're not special, Emma. She doesn't want you. Notice how the tears stop pretty quickly? Yeah. Anyway, no one sends little kids to restrooms alone. You have proof of that. Heck, I'm in my 30s and my mom always goes with me to the restroom when we go out. What the fuck? Hold up. You in your 30s and your mom always goes into the bathroom with you? What? Why? Are you a danger to yourself? Stop weaponizing sob stories in order to manipulate someone out of their rights to exist. When she started crying, I couldn't stop giggling. Yo, it's always these profiles of like these anime-ish kind of cartoony ass profiles. These, guarantee you it's one of these pronoun people. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. She needs to worry about the fact she's 17 looking like she's 40. Bro, she looks fine. What, because she's slightly bigger? Are you body shaming? Like, she looks fine. She can get the dick. Like, you look like a crack addict. You look at... Okay. All right, Melody. Logan, not my usual content, but the audacity to get so loudly, get up there and misgender a woman. A woman? A woman? Did you... Are we seeing the same person? Wood, a Navy veteran who's been taking female hormones in 2016, spoke with ABC 10 News and suggested that Phillips had deliberately misled the public. They began with the lie, there's a naked man in the locker room, Wood told the media, adding that he is actually a woman. I'm sorry, so the lie is, hold on, the lie is that they are a woman, that they are a man, but they're actually a woman. So the lie is women are women. I'm sorry, trans women are women. Okay, got it. I'm sorry. Okay. And claiming that he always showers with the curtains closed in one of the 5 private stores in the women's locker room. But Wood has a history of suing health facilities after claiming discrimination for being denied access to women's areas. So we got the grift. We got their hustle. This is something that they do to get, okay. Because I know about this. I'm sorry. I'm jumping the gun a little bit. So Woods has a history of doing this, apparently. Woods had previously made headlines in 2021 after winning a lawsuit against Crunch Fitness Gym in El Cajon, California. The lawsuit alleged that the Crunch Fitness Gym and its owner, John Romero, discriminated against Woods on the basis of his self-declared gender identity. So they got a taste of what it means to act like a victim, that victim culture, and make money. Why not? Because I can tell you right now, if anybody with common sense who cares about other people, who's not a goddamn psychopath, right, would not continue to put themselves in a situation that they know that can cause unwanted attention to themselves like that, unless they're doing it because they get something out of it. In this case, money. Woods, who asked to use the women's facilities in 2016 after claiming to have been harassed in the men's locker room. After Wood was denied use of the women's locker rooms and bathroom, he obtained a court order legally changing his name and sex marker on his official documents. Look at this shit, bro. Come on, man. What's that shit that Uncle Rocket said in the Boondocks? You can put lipstick on a pig. It doesn't change that it's still a pig. Come on, bro. The California Department of Fair Employment and Housing, which enforces the state civil rights laws, filed a suit against the gym on April 7, 2018, after receiving a formal complaint from Wood. In addition to the ACLU, Wood received legal representation from the law firm of Nixon Peabody. Wood had made repeated comparisons between the U.S. struggle against racism. Oh my gosh. Yep, just lump everything together. Lump everything together. Against racism and his perceived right to access spaces where women are naked. My great uncle and my grandparents marched with Dr. King.